Hi everyone, welcome back to Corporate Dakota. Today we're diving into a Form 8K filing from Powerfleet Inc. It's like peeking behind the curtain, except sometimes the curtain is made of spreadsheets. But fear not, we'll make sense of it together. This report reveals Powerfleet's preliminary financial results for their last fiscal year. We're going to look at the press release they put out and figure out what it means for the company and its future. What are the key numbers and should you be worried? Let's find out. Before we get started, if you're all about getting simple insights from complicated financial documents, hit that subscribe button. Also, join our Discord community. There's a link in the description below. Scroll Form 2A, scroll Q. So what exactly is a Form 8K? Think of it as a corporate breaking news report. Companies use it to quickly tell investors about major events that could affect their stock price. This could be anything from a big merger to a change in leadership, or like in this case, a sneak peek at their financials. Scrollfleet canning scroll. So Powerfleet is a company that specializes in helping other businesses keep track of their vehicles, equipment, and other valuable assets. They use technology to provide real-time data and analytics so companies can make better decisions about their operations. Their customers include logistics companies, trucking companies, and anyone who needs to know where their stuff is and how it's being used. The date on this report is May 23, 2025. This means that the information in the report is as of that date. The fiscal year that's being discussed ended in March. Okay, before we go further, let's address the cautionary note regarding forward-looking statements. This is where the company says, hey, we're making some guesses about the future, but things might not go as planned. Essentially, they're saying that they can't predict the future perfectly, and what they expect to happen might not actually happen. It's a standard disclaimer to avoid getting sued if their predictions don't come true. This is important, and keep it in mind. Scroll item 72202. Results of operations and financial condition. Tang scroll. Scroll. Now let's jump into the heart of the matter. This section is about Powerfleet's financial health. The report refers to another section, item 701, so we'll head over there. Scroll item 27901, regulation FD closure. Scroll. Here we find a press release about the company's preliminary financial results for the fiscal year that ended in March of 2025. Preliminary means these numbers haven't been fully audited yet. The key word here is preliminary, so take everything with a grain of salt. Things could change slightly. Companies issue press releases to give a quick snapshot of important news to investors and the public. Think of it as a highlights reel before the full game is available. This press release probably includes key numbers like revenue, profit, and maybe some commentary from the CEO. Let's dig into that press release, which is included as an exhibit to this report. Alright, time to look at the exhibit, the press release itself. Unfortunately, there is no financial data available in it. Typically, it would include revenue, net income, earnings per share, and maybe some key performance indicators relevant to their business, such as subscriber growth or customer retention rates. This data would give us a sense of how well Powerfleet performed in the last year, whether they grew, shrunk, or stayed about the same. By comparing these numbers to previous years, we could identify trends and see if a company is moving in the right direction. Since we don't have any financial data to dive into, we're missing the numbers that show how well Powerfleet did last year. Did they bring in more money than the previous year? Were they able to control their expenses? Without these key details, it's hard to judge their performance. It feels like they're trying to make a big deal of something. They do mention some possible risks. Let's talk about them. This section lists potential dangers that could impact Powerfleet's business. These are factors that could cause their actual results to be different from what they expect. They mention general economic conditions, including tariffs, which are taxes on imported goods. If the economy slows down or tariffs increase, it could hurt Powerfleet's sales. They also worry about merging their business with other companies and making sure they can work together well. If they can't, it could cause problems. They worry about losing customers, or if customers buy less of their products. If the market for their products doesn't grow, that could also hurt them. They mention the risk of competition and other companies trying to offer better deals. They also mention protecting their ideas and growing the company in general. All pretty standard risks for a company like this. Powerfleet basically says they don't have to update these forward-looking statements even if things change. So don't take these predictions as guarantees. Now let's step back and look at Powerfleet more broadly based on what we can gather from this filing. While it's difficult to assess their financial health without actual numbers, the risks they highlight give us some clues. The business combination and acquisition integration suggest they're trying to grow aggressively, but face integration risks. Economic downturns and competition are always concerns in this sector. From what we can see, they are taking steps to grow and expand their business, but there are definitely some risks to watch out for. Alright, that's our look at Powerfleet's latest filing. What's your take on what we talked about? Let me know in the comments. If you found this analysis helpful, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more corporate decoder videos. And as always, join us on Discord. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.